Wolf Outdoor Review here. Today I'm going to be doing a video on the Streamlight Sidewinder Compact. This is a United States Marine Corps issued headlamp at the moment. I forget what they call it. They have a special acronym for it. But this headlamp is a modular headlamp and used for a variety of tasks that the Marine Corps uses, and also they have civilian versions. I'm going over the military version today. So far I've had this light for about 3 weeks. In that time I've used it constantly, almost a daily basis, and nightly, of course. And I will be going over what I have found, what I like about it, my recommendations, my tips, my tricks, etc. Alright, to start out, I will be doing a close-up of the headlamp itself. So, every single side, IR, red, blue, white, that's what that stands for. This is the helmet clip. The other one, I recommend if you buy this headlamp, you buy Compact II. Because number one, the first versions, this part goes out to here. It's more of like a pen light or a normal flashlight. If you look up the Streamlight Sidewinder Compact, you'll see what I mean. They're just kind of ugly in my opinion. So, that's just my opinion, but you know. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to go over each part and what it does. So first of all, we have this. This is the helmet mount. This, I believe, is for an ACH, ECH, or light. It's not for a PASGT helmet, like the one I have shown in a previous video. Basically, what these do is they hook onto a helmet. You can hook them on anywhere, really. You adjust them. And how you put these things on is you take this, you put it down, and you push down and pull back. Takes a little bit of finagling, but in the end, you can go 360 and I believe 185 or 180. In each direction. I also find that this is nice if you want to hang it like up in a tent, because then you can adjust accordingly to whatever you want. For example, like you can, if you just want to read in your tent, you can adjust it to be yours. Alright, so that's what that is. They make two types of versions. They make a PASGT, which is the older 90 styles helmet, and an ECH, ACH helmet mount. And that is the newer one. They also have a gun mount for this. So that is a tactical rail, pinicky rail, whatever you want to call it. I'll pause the video and show you an example. I don't have the mount, but I'll show you what I meant. Right, I'm back. Here's what I meant. They have these tactical rails. This is part of an airsoft gun. But they have the ability to mount. It's this exact same design, except tactical rail. Right there. So you can use it on AR. I think it's more for tactical mounts on a helmet, but, you know, who wouldn't want an IR flashlight on their thing? Personally, if I was going to put one of these on it, I would do the Streamlight Sidewinder normal one, the big handheld one, instead of the headlamp, but it's just my preference. So that's what that is. Alright. This has a modular head strap that also hooks into MOLLE. I've got it hooked into the Marine hat right now, and that works well for me, because I'm not a fan of these. I always have black heads near my forehead or some sort of problem with my forehead, like a bump or bruise. And these just kind of hurt them. So I find it better on a hat, because, I don't know. Because then if it rains, whatever. Because these are rated to 1 meter of water for 30 minutes, so they're totally impervious to water, waterproof. Both the Streamlight, all of them, I believe. Because they surpass the military standards for waterproofing. So, yeah. Alright, so now I'm going to run through the light, turn off my current light, and run through how bright these are. So, we're going to start off in red. I will cycle through each one of them. So that's, red is blinding. And this is about my arm length. I'm 6 foot tall. I don't know if that arm length thing has, so about 9 feet. I don't know, it's pretty tall. It's good for, you can get stuff there. Alright, so that's red. Next up, what I like to think is IR. I see an arrow. This is my acronym. If you can see since I am I like to have the button accessible on the right side. I like to think if the IR tab is down, it's pointing to hell. Hell's red. And when the IR tab's pointing up, it's pointing to heaven. Blue. That's just my acronym. And then white straight ahead. That's just what I think. So that way I can quickly think, I need blue. So in the middle of the night when I can't turn on the light to see what I'm doing, now I'm at blue and I didn't even look. So, yeah. So that's just my tip for it. Here's a blue. Blue is really bright, and anything you have that is neon orange will light up like a Christmas tree. I'll pause the video and demonstrate that. Alright, we're back. I couldn't find anything neon orange, but I'll turn off my main light, actually. Close my curtain. Alright. See, everything else is dull except that. So if you have a lot of neon gear, a blue light like this is definitely recommended. And what's nice is you could always take the light, sorry for that. You could always put a piece of neon on your flashlight. I know that won't help much, but you're going to need something on here if you civilian. I like to keep mine tactical colors because I do a lot of, I don't want to call it, I don't know what to call it. I just like to do milsim kind of stuff and like to have all my gear melt colors. So anyway, this actually is a good demonstration. See, this fits on here like this. This is how it fits on the helmet. It sits on the lip of the helmet. So then you can attach it by pushing in, down, and pushing. See? Assuming this is a helmet, then you could rotate up, get a plane's attention, rotate down, because if you're like going in rough terrain, and you don't want to step on a log or whatever you have the case, you can fan it out, or you could just have it like a normal one. What's nice about these is it goes to both sides, so you can essentially set this up if you're left-handed or right-handed. And some people have a preference button on top or bottom. I find it either way. But I prefer button on top because I have more of a control of the situation. And it's easier to cycle for me. Some people like it on the bottom. Either way. But as you can see, this is just a pencil. And that stays on pretty tight. So you're not going to make this turn unless you intend to. The only thing I find bad about this light is that it's the noise. I know military, there's a lot of Velcro, so that's probably worse tactical situation, but that seems a little annoying. I guess you could use it to communicate in an emergency. So you have visual and audio. So if you're communicating to Rally Point or Squad 2, you could, do clicks. Everyone would have a headlamp, just an idea. Maybe that's what their intention was. Regardless, something, I don't know if it was intentional, but I'm not really a fan of it. But I mean, I guess I can live with it because knowing the fact that it makes it more secure. Anyway, so that's what that is. Here is my boonie hat in Marpat current issue. And I've got the I've got the headband. You can take the headband, this mount off the headband and put it on molly gear. These hats, I love it on these hats because I don't like the compression, like I said. So what you do with these is there's a gap all the way through. So what you do is you take this, you push it up, and push it through. Then you've got your light on there. And what's nice is with your head conformed, it holds the light in the out position. So you may think that's gonna flop around forever, but it won't. It uses the shape, because this fits my head perfectly. So it keeps the light really secure. For me. I can demo that. See? So then you can just, as needed, turn on your light. So here's an example of what I mean. Alright, I want a red light. So, red light. See, I didn't even look at it. I knew, held down, and up, blue, red. So, that's how I do this. And it's nice because you can have it so that this part of the boonie is still usable. And it's waterproof, so if it's raining and you have your head on, it's easier. What I also like is you can't lose it as easy if it's, because some things on your boonie hat you lose. This is attached really well, so you're less likely to lose it. So I'm going to pause the video, take this off, and show you what more in depth on what this is. So I'll be right back. All right, we're back. I was able to take this off. So here's what this looks like. So both these are laser light cut, or whatever. So you can attach this to molly vests. You can attach it to boonie hats. I would assume you could attach it to maybe a small belt. That way it's like EDC kind of deal. Not sure, but I'll do it. These are like 3D printed kind of materials. As you can see, that's the hole I was talking about. And the only downfall to these, this in regards to how it attaches, is there's little room. There's a little movement room, so that's not something I really enjoy. I think they could have, see how it had that there, they could have put two more in there that push down to there so that it's locked in more. That's just my opinion. But, so that's that. So right now I'm going to pause the video and set it up into the original way I got it. Alright, I'm back. So this is the headlamp mod. Of course, I added this to my own, but this is how it came. Of course, I added it maybe in a different way. They had it on this side. I like it better here because then it's easier because then you don't have that rubbing against you. So that's how I have it. And that way you can put it around your neck. Because that's one of the things they were mentioning on their videos. Is that you are supposed to be able to put it around your neck so you can read maps. If you're wearing a helmet that you don't want to mount it to. Or some other weird headgear. Or nothing at all. Or if you don't want to lose it, I guess. So that's how that works. So right now we've gone over the colors. Oh, I forgot to show you white. Okay, here's white. This is an unreasonably bright flashlight for how much you pay. You can get these for about $40 right now. 45, give or take, for the Compact IIs. I would check eBay, Amazon, their official Streamlight site. Those are all good places to buy these. So, here's what this light looks like. We're just going to keep backing up. And we'll cycle to a blue. These are all in the highest mode. So if you cycle while it's in the highest mode, it shows whatever you cycle in, it'll do the next color in that light. So this is really nice flashlight. I can't recommend it enough. So that's that. Watch out. So that's that. Yeah, like for the price that you pay for this, it's waterproof. I think they have a limited lifetime warranty on these. Alright, now I'm going to show you the batteries. These take three technically. 3 types of batteries. They take AA, AAAs, and CR123s. They're meant for these 2 types. They're meant for, what are these, AAs? I'm not really good at batteries, but assuming they take, AAs and CR123s, but they will also hiddenly take a AAA. AAA, I think you only can get red out of. So they did that so that if you're in the field and you only have these, you can use them, because that is the worst thing. My old headlamp, I had a cheap Energizer headlamp, and I went on a camp out, and I didn't have batteries. It was my only light besides my phone. And I have a cheap Walmart phone, so that sucked, because we were out in the middle of nowhere with no city lights at all, so light pollution was at a 0%. So my flashlight only showed about maybe a few inches. This thing, I would consider you could get maybe half a mile visibility out of white and red. I don't know. IR, I'm not sure. I don't have a IR scope. But I've seen videos out there on that. This is what the inside looks like. That's how it works. There's a pressure thing in there. That's how it determines what size battery you're using. And then it also has 2 rings here to also aid in that. As you can see, this one fits in the inner ring. CR123s fit in the outer ring. Because CR123s, I believe, will take up this space perfectly. They fit flush. AAs are a little smaller of a cylinder, so they have room to move around. You may think that's bad, but what I have found is, I haven't done this on here, but if you were you can use these as an emergency or your main power source. You're going to get more life and more brightness out of a CR123, but they're expensive. A pack of 10 runs $30. You could get a rechargeable one, but I don't trust rechargeables that much. So right now I'm just using AAs till I research and find a good brand, and if so, I will update this, do an update video on what battery I choose after my research. Anyway, what I recommend is you find out how much tape, either gaffers, 100-mile-an-hour duct tape, T-Rex tape, flex tape, whatever you use. I mean, that's probably a bad idea, but As long as you keep an eye on it, it should be fine. So, what you would do is wrap, I don't know, I think you could get about 2 foot of duct tape on there, some sort of tape. That way, if your light fails, you need to make like a snow screen, because that's a problem with this. You know, some things, they have hutches. Like certain lights, they have things like that, like a traffic light has a protector around it, so you could put some tape around that. And you could tape on a filter. They make filters, so if you want your white light to be a red light, you could tape on a filter. I also have taken apart some DVR drives and found out that there's lenses in them. And I will pull an example of those right now. See, here's a lens. Right here, I'll put it up to the current camera lens and show you just how nice they are. Come on. See? They're really high quality lenses. They're not plastic either. But what you could do is tape them to the red lens. And that way you get more of a spread on it. Because these lights are inherently a point and shoot kind of a deal. So what that means is they are not a floodlight. They are a pencil beam light. They're directional. They have a rescue version of the big one that has a 180 diffuser. What that means is that it's a bulb that's made of resin. That means the light anyone can view it within 180 degrees of you. Anything, like, it's a dome. So anything below the dome, no. Anything above, from the side over to the other side, yes. So that way when it blinks, it's kind of like one of those school bus lights or antenna light, that kind of a deal. So enough with my ranting, anyway. Now, let's see. What would I give this as a lone wolf, wolf outdoor review? I was thinking of changing the name. I would give this, because I've had experience with multiple tactical lights, lasers, etc. I'd give this a 9 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it's hellish close there. It's very close. If they could improve something, I would say that they should have a rechargeable battery option that comes with the kit. It didn't. It just came with a singular Streamlight battery, but mine was corroded, so whatever. And other than that, I like their lifetime warranty. I like the color. I like how if you take another light, well, it's kind of gleaming now, but it's kind of a flat color. This is a PVC material, I forgot to mention. That's what it feels like. It's not cheap plastic. It's high quality plastic. You can buy any of the accessories separately. So if you don't know which helmet, so what? Because there's 2 different color pieces here, which indicate which helmet they go to. So one of them's a PASGT, one's an ACH. One's light gray, one's dark black or something. I don't remember the specifics on that. But you can always just buy the headband and the flashlight. That's my best bet for you. Unless you know which helmet, you do your research or you have a helmet. Because they sell these for civilians as well. Of course, mine was used when I bought it. That's why I got mine for $40. And it came with everything you see here, except the hat and the light, which I threw away because it was in a little bag that was rusted. Used, of course. Overall, $40 used. I don't remember off the top of my head where I purchased it. I believe Amazon or eBay. So, it's a great light. I can't recommend it enough. I know I said 9 out of 10, but I say 9 out of 10 because I haven't tested the handheld version, and it might be brighter because it could use 2 AA's. We'll see. If I buy one of those, I'll update you and do a video comparison of both. Now, what's nice also about these is I forgot to mention, if you can throw them on a belt, like a belt. I'll pause the video and show you. Alright, I'm back. Here's what I mean. Here's a USGI rigger belt. And if you slide this in here, you'll notice, well, it fits perfectly. So, I mean, right now it doesn't because it's got that cord in the way, but it's designed for a rigger belt. That way you could store it like that on your belt. I mean, it might not go away, it might go away. You can always put a piece of fishing line around there, then wrap it around here to secure it through this hole. And there's multiple fail-safe ways to secure this to your belt. It's a great EDC light. I couldn't recommend it enough. Overall price-wise, if you can get it for $50, let's be generous, let's say $60. If you can get it for $60 or less for the Streamlight Sidewinder Compact II, you're getting a good deal, in my opinion. Because for the lumens, the modularity, the lumens on the light itself, the easiness, the ability to use IR, the ability to use it in the dark and know which light mode you're going to, the way that it goes from when you cycle through every color, it starts out in the lowest setting, goes up so you can tactically use your light, because you don't want to absolutely flashbang your entire squad / give away your position. So with all those features in mind, if you're a hunter or a scout or a prepper or EDC person or just a civilian, I recommend this. You can look on their website, Streamlight's website, and they will sell you one, or you could try eBay. I've seen them at both places. Sometimes Streamlight has a better deal, sometimes eBay or Amazon does. Right now, I would lean more towards eBay right now. They have auction ones where you can get them for $30, but I don't like auctions, so. Anyway, that's my review of the Streamlight Sidewinder Compact II. If you have any questions, concerns, leave a comment. I respond to every comment I get. And just like the video, subscribe. I will be doing some more gear reviews. And I will be doing an upcoming video. I will be doing my kit. So, of all the military, or of all gear, I will be doing a 333. I will be showing the best military / compass you can have, the best light in my opinion, and the best knife you can have in my opinion, and the best multi-tool. So look for that in an upcoming video. I will be doing another grenade pouch, civilian uses for grenade pouch video upcoming. So be on the lookout for that. If you have a comment and you want to see a video, update video of anything I've done before, be sure to leave it and I will do that probably. Be sure to subscribe, like I said, and thanks for watching. And be sure to check out my other videos where I do a review of the Kaminga 3H Tritium compass. I've done a bunch of gear review, or a bunch of military clothing reviews. My next video, I'm going to be doing a level 3 ECWCS review. So be on the lookout for that. That's coming up in the next video. So yeah, I'm always going to keep pumping out videos. I'm going to be doing a few camp out videos where I will test this gear. Like I'll tie a piece of line to these lights, throw them in a river, and we'll see if they survive after dunk in the river, that kind of stuff. So I will be doing some torture, well, not really torture, just because let's just call them test videos at some point. Be on the lookout for those. Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, have a great day. See ya.